Hey guys. Okay, so this is where I get to talk to you more about the Revived Roots philosophy, how we perceive health, wellness, nutrition, and how we practice it. So, first and foremost, we really focus on personalizing the approach to you. So, personalized nutrition to promote health and to prevent disease, right? It's kind of the basis of it. And our philosophy is built on the concepts and principles of functional medicine, which is all about that root cause resolution, right? We look at you as an individual, right? You are your own unique entity, and we figure out your individual triggers that could be causing this, whatever dysfunction you're experiencing. And then we put things into place to create resolution for that root cause. And then what happens is that all the signs, symptoms of dysfunction, they disappear or dissipate. That's the idea, right? And we really lean into the study of epigenetics, which is your environment dictates the expression of your genes. So what that means is your genes have the ability to express health, but they also have the ability to express disease. So they can have some sort of trigger that turns on an undesired state of being. So you might have a predisposition for asthma, right? And based on my environment, my genes might get triggered, my vulnerabilities, and now I'm experiencing asthma. But if you can figure out what the triggers are at the root of your condition, and you can resolve this, you can put new things into your environment, right? You can change your diet, you can change your lifestyle, etc. What happens is that this can actually shut off, right? And now you've silenced this undesirable state. And now on the other end of the spectrum, you have health, vitality, right? You feel good. So the idea is we really lean into that, the whole study of epigenetics, and realizing that whatever you're experiencing, um, usually can be silenced. So that we say around 70 to 95% of what we experience is all lifestyle based, right? So we're really going to lean heavily into that and change as much as we can, right? So to really take that power, into our own hands and say, the quality of my life and the health that I experience is up to me, right? It's my responsibility. And that's what we really want to get you to in your life is, taking ownership for your health and really, taking pride in it. Like, yeah, this is my life, and this is how I feel, and this is what I do to support myself, and just to really embrace the process, So that's kind of our driving force and philosophy and where we function from. And then something else that's really important in this whole process is you'll hear me say quite a bit that it's more so about quality instead of quantity. And this is a big part of what we preach, right? It's not so much how much you're eating, it's more what are you eating? Where does it come from? Is it covered in chemicals, right? If you're eating animal proteins, what kind of diet is that animal eating? Because all of these things translate into your body and they act as a signal. So we were just talking about how your gene can have an on switch or an off switch, essentially. Now, anything that you put into your body or onto your body, right, can act as a signal to switch on or switch off. Nothing is really neutral, okay? So whenever you're putting something into your body, it's signaling health, disease, right? And that signal usually comes down to the quality of the thing that's coming into your body. So one of the best things that you can do is to just start to shift where you source your food from. And when it comes to proteins, key terminology would be things like grass-fed, grass-finished, pasture-raised, wild-caught, if you're looking at seafood. For produce, you want to see at a bare minimum organic, but locally sourced, heirloom, wild foraged, etc. We can also chat about finding places in your community that you can source from. And there's also places online. So I'll put a handout in here with some resources of, here's some different places that you can begin to source food from. And if you want to, you can go ahead and start making that change, right? But it is a really big part of this process, and it's critical to the outcomes that you desire, is that at some point in this program, you will begin shifting where you source your food from, okay? Um, so yes, that is a little bit more about our philosophy and kind of how we function. We care about personalization. We care about you having the health, like the power of your health experience in your hands. And we advocate for regenerative resources, right? And the quality of the food that you consume. But yeah, I'm really excited to have you guys on board. This is a really fun journey. And I just look so forward to seeing who you are and how you feel by the time you get to the end of that transition phase.